Hey y'all, this is an energy update for collective group number 2. As I mentioned in the first update, I am tuning into 3 different collective waves based upon my own following and the individuals that engage with my posts. Okay, so use your own discernment to determine whether or not any of these energy updates resonate with you. And none of them may resonate with you, and that's fine. Just don't force something to fit if it doesn't make sense for you, okay? So, I have overall energies here, as you can see, and I've also pulled some cards I have not yet looked at to confirm the energy. So directly in the middle, we have the Magician. Okay, this is the energy you are embodying at this time. So you are stepping into the full embodiment and understanding of you being a creator, and how you have all the tools already you could ever need to create and manifest the life and reality you desire to experience, okay? I feel like this has been a journey and a process that you are now in a space of reaching the completion of an integration of this mastery of conscious creating, okay? With the 6 of Pentacles here, see the scales are balanced. This is making me feel like you have balanced, or rather unified, your heart and mind to work in harmony together so they are in agreement towards the same goal. I also feel that the inner masculine and feminine energies within you are synchronized and working together as a team, which is needed, as well as the heart and mind coherence in order to be a true conscious creator and reap rewards from the efforts you are putting in. You have finally reached this space you have been working on attaining. Therefore, now you have reached this inner balance. You're going to be receiving physical rewards because you are in alignment. So after a period of kind of experiencing maybe some stagnation or no movement forward, possibly inner conflict, feeling like you just can't make it to that space, you're finally stepping into that space. And I feel like the recent solar eclipse has truly influenced this integration, and now that you have integrated and embodied this energy, this balance within, you're about to experience rapid forward progress towards whatever it is you have long been working on or towards. Also feel like you're receiving a lot of communication, as in guidance, inspired ideas that you truly need to listen to at this time, because they are connected to whatever it is you've been aiming to manifest in your reality. And these inspired ideas, if they are acted upon, will lead you straight into achievement, into the success that you have set out to achieve, okay? What I'm getting is like, you are so magnetic at this time because you have this perfect balance within. So you are effortlessly attracting in frequencies that are in resonance with this higher vibration and beautiful harmony that you now embody and emanate from your being, from your core within you. The infinity symbol above the magician's head is giving me a sense of you truly understanding that everything is connected to you in your world. Everything originates from you. You are the source. And I feel like with this understanding, you have truly stepped into a greater role of responsibility on many different levels. I also feel like you have been working really hard on mastering your thoughts, disciplining your mind, tuning into your emotions, and understanding how the emotions within you, if they're not dealt with, they will negatively influence your mind, and also how your thoughts, if not maintained, can negatively impact your emotions. The two go hand in hand, and the key is to maintain a balanced effort, maintaining both of those aspects of you so that they are in coherence. There is congruency with your thoughts, how you feel, your beliefs, as well as your actions, okay? That is the definition of truly being in alignment. Embodying the phrase, as above, so below. That's the definition of as above, so below. As within, so without. That congruency. It's very much important. Okay, so let me just see what we got here. Okay. So first we have the Hanged Man. So like I said, there may have been a period of time where you experienced stagnation and no progress forward, seeming like you would never reach the space you were aiming to step into, okay? This served the purpose of you, okay, so you're hung upside down, unable to move or really take actions, or even know clear answers in the direction you should go in, because you were required to shift your perspective before anything could shift in your reality, as well as in your energy altogether. And this Hanged Man energy of needing to see things in a different light, to kind of adjust your viewpoint, where you are seeing things from a slightly different angle in order to get a greater understanding, or to see the bigger picture of what was truly going on, rather than focusing externally, blaming the external for you feeling stuck. What you were needing to see was you were battling yourself. There was inner conflict, okay? Your mind and your heart were not synergized. Your inner masculine was not supporting your inner feminine. They were not working together as a team. You had conflicting beliefs as well. So whatever it is you were setting out to achieve, there was an underlying limited belief that was completely opposite of the very goals and dreams that you had. So basically, there was a deeper belief that you were not worthy of achieving that success, or that it was impossible. It'll be different for everyone. That's just an example. Okay, and this was hidden from you. for quite some time. Again, just like with the first group, the sun and the moon, this is the eclipse energy. So these eclipses on March 25th and April 8th, the eclipse season has brought what's been hidden to light, this inner conflict within you, okay? Secrets about yourself that were previously hidden from your awareness have now been brought to the surface in broad daylight, if you would like to say. And because of this, everything suddenly makes so much more sense. It's like you finally understand. It has been you standing in your own way. It has all been you. The truth has been revealed to you. That you have been the perceived threat. You have been your greatest enemy. It has been your limited beliefs and self-concepts that have been sabotaging your success and keeping you stuck and stagnant. So now, and this was like an abrupt truth that was brought to the surface. It was like time for you to finally cut through the BS, your BS, and see things for what they truly were. Okay? So now that this was brought to light, you are able to experience forward movement if you have not already. I'm sure many of you have, just by simply seeing what was hidden about yourself has drastically began to open up avenues in your life in many different directions where now progress, forward movement is taking place. And because this abrupt truth about yourself has come forward, you're now embodying this Queen of Swords energy, okay? So you have cut through the BS. You can see clearly. Your mind is much more clear. Your crown is now more straight. It is positioned correctly. You have began disciplining your mind. Attaining the willpower needed in order to focus your time and energy wisely in the directions that will be of most benefit. Cutting away the distractions, the many distractions, that truly do not matter when it comes to thoughts, when it comes to dramas that don't belong to us, just things that really don't add value that one might pay attention to or get caught up in gossip about. You are setting boundaries with yourself on what it is you focus on and engage with. And because you are doing this, because you're stepping up to the plate, you've now moved out of the hanged man energy because you've gained a brand new perception. So you're no longer hanging upside down, seeing things upside down from a distorted lens. You are seeing things clearly. So you're able to move accordingly, which is going to assure that you are victorious. This is you graduating out of this phase of feeling stuck and stagnant, of working against your own self, of being blinded by things within you that needed to be addressed. You've stepped into a greater level of acceptance. And you made the decision to show up for yourself and begin really doing things differently and putting in the work in order to experience something different. You understood that that was required of you in order for things to change. Therefore, you have graduated this lesson. This was like a testing period. And now you are receiving recognition for overcoming these struggles, okay? This was like a soul lesson that you wanted to experience and learn from. Okay, so now you are entering a whole new phase on your journey where you will find that you are experiencing lots of movement forward and lots of success. Where previously things were not working in your favor or just seemingly not working at all, just remaining in the same spot still, kind of like experiencing Groundhog Day over and over again. Now you're going to be moving into a more busier period. Oh, wow. Okay, so we have the Empress. This is telling me that you have now started practicing listening to yourself, listening to your intuition, and trying to understand your emotions. But not only that, you have surrendered to stillness in order to allow things to come to be, allow truth and clarity to surface. You understand the importance of moving with the ebb and flow of life, like just like the phases of the moon. There is a time for action and there is a time for stillness, rest, and recuperation, right? And so now you have learned how to embrace and feel more comfortable in your inner feminine energy in order to receive that which you wish to attain. Okay, and that was part of bringing this balance in. And because of this period of being still and listening to yourself, trying to understand yourself more deeply, maybe even developing a meditation practice or some form of mindfulness practice that allows you to truly be present in the now moment, you've experienced a profound inner transformation and healing, a new found sense of peace, and now the wheel is turning. Okay, I was immediately drawn to this little creature down here who is like really involved in the book that he's looking at. Whereas this woman up here, she's not looking at the book. This bird or whatever it is standing on the book. This guy is looking at him. But this one seems to be really engaged in research. So the wheel's turning because you have deeply researched your inner workings, is what I'm trying to say. And because you have committed to that process, you're now experiencing a breakthrough, a major breakthrough. Okay, this is a mental breakthrough. Many epiphanies are probably coming to you. You have cleared away the distortions and illusions that were holding you back previously, keeping you stuck, hanging upside down, viewing things upside down. But not only that, you have gotten to the truth of what it is you actually deeply desire, need, and want to experience, which is a very pivotal part of the process when it comes to creating anything in your reality. You must get in tune with the divine feminine energy within you, okay? which is all about tuning into the subtle realms, listening to one's emotions, passions, and intuition, tuning into the imagination and creating the vision and embodying that feeling, right? That's the feminine's role. But the feminine cannot operate on her own. After she does that, she enters a receptive state of stillness. Okay, she lets the vision go, and then the emperor, the divine masculine energy within, then has to step up to the plate and take action on the limitless possibilities and visions that the feminine so beautifully conjures up, okay, in order to ground them into reality, into materialization. These two must work as a pair in order for this windfall of achievement, this success, this creation to be birthed forth. They both need each other. And so you have understood the importance of your inner feminine and your inner masculine. You've accepted that you are both and that both need to be in agreement. Okay? You could also see the masculine as the mind and the feminine as the heart. So, just as I mentioned earlier, synchronizing your heart and mind to work as a team together in the same direction. Your inner feminine and your inner masculine have met in the middle to work together in the same direction. The masculine energy is taking correct, aligned actions upon the inner feminine's most cherished dreams, desires, and passions. Okay, so you have successfully achieved this inner balance, and that should now begin reflecting outwardly to you. You should be seeing the results of this inner union. More harmony around you, things seemingly falling together all of a sudden, more support showing up for you. I'm also getting a lot of Leo energy looking at this lion. So maybe you've been trying to attain something, a goal, a dream, whatever it may be, since around Leo season, July or August. Or you've been going through a phase. A phase began around July, August, where up till this point of this unification, this integration, this wholeness, coming back to wholeness within yourself, you experienced a lot of turbulence, okay? You really had to take the time to get in tune with yourself and truly be willing to heal what was screaming at you to be healed. You finally began listening to yourself, and that's why you are feeling so much better, why you are feeling such greater peace, why you are feeling more optimistic, okay? Why you are seeming to attract more supportive individuals into your world. And all this goodness coming to you is your justice from your decisions and your actions that you didn't have to take. You could have remained in that upside down energy, but you were determined to overcome, and so you did take those actions. You did take those new approaches. So justice is in your favor. Again, scales. The scales have been balanced, okay? So basically, you were going through a test where I feel like this was a test of integrity and character, as well as authenticity. So basically, like, saying you want something is one thing, but doing something about it is a whole other thing. So this is about, did you take the proper and pure actions required that you claimed or intended to want to bring forth into your reality? Is there that integrity there? Is there that authenticity? Are you following through on your words, type of deal? So now you're embodying your sword of truth. I'm getting like a double-edged sword type of energy here. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot. So this is telling me that you have really acknowledged, accepted, integrated, and healed your light and shadow aspects. Again, stepping into this, returning back to wholeness, okay? Understanding that you are both light and dark. And also understanding that if you reject and ignore your own darkness, it will rule your life. So you begin acknowledging it and welcoming it and granting it space, granting yourself compassion, okay, which enabled you to have greater control of your actions rather than being driven unconsciously. You're now in the driver's seat and you have maintained this harmonious balance in energies to the point where you're about to leap forward in major ways. And that's because you were determined, you stood your ground. And see, now you have this advantage point against anything sent to distract you or interfere with you in any kind of way. Anyone trying to sabotage you or get one over on you, you are now on higher land. You have risen in your frequency, and lower vibrations, even like old versions of yourself that are maybe like embodying victim mentality or self-sabotage, etc. They can't reach you and disturb what you worked so hard to achieve. So your guidance moving forward is chuck it in the F it bucket, okay? So if something is not going to serve you in a positive way, if it's not adding to your expansion, happiness, and joy, if it is not doing anything positive for you or anyone else, chuck it, throw it in the trash, get rid of it. It doesn't matter. It's a distraction. Okay, I'm really getting this, like, as you're moving forward, make sure you're not engaging in thoughts that could potentially pull you back into old behaviors. And these thoughts aren't even yours. They're just being, they're just like streaming through you and around you, trying to get you to engage in these thinking patterns because they once were a weakness, a weak point. These and these are subtle, invisible energies in other realms you're unable to see with your physical eyes, right? They feed off of the negativity, the fear, the worry, sabotage, self-destruction, etc. And they will pinpoint your weak spots and hit you right in the knees. because they thrive off of your life force energy, and you give away your power and life force by engaging in those thoughts that don't serve you. So the key moving forward is less is more. Remember that. Less is truly more. What's coming to mind is imagination is far more useful and powerful than any amount of knowledge you could ever consume or research. So keep things simple. Simple is best for you moving forward. You want to remain as clear and balanced as possible, okay? So that you're just moving in this spiral that's like you're going with the flow. Things are happening effortlessly in a way where you don't have to force things, you don't have to chase things, you don't have to try too hard, because you're just flowing, and so things are naturally just coming to you. You're also being guided to let it all go and see what stays. So don't attach to anything, any person, any outcome. Let go of limited expectations or very specific expectations and outcomes, okay? If you're doing something, do it without expectation of what that outcome will be. Just let it go and allow it to be what it will be, because you can limit yourself tremendously by hyperly focusing on a situation having to unfold in a very particular way and honing in on a very specific outcome that comes out of whatever you're doing. That limits and creates obstacles and delays from you actually attaining success, because usually things arrive and success happens in the most surprising and unexpected ways. And it actually becomes fun when you can truly learn to surrender and detach from all forms of control and trying to micromanage how things should be looking. It makes it more fun, because it's so amazing all the different ways that things can show up for you. It really is, trust me. So let go of attachments to outcomes and expectations, and just simply rest and trust, because whatever is meant to be will always find its way. So whatever you're setting out towards is obviously calling you. So you're just meant to go and trust that it will come to be, but in its own perfect way. Your mind creates the vision. Your physical brain, your analytical brain, creates a vision for the higher mind to begin putting all the pieces in place together for you. The higher mind knows the most easiest and effortless way to bring everything together that is for your highest good, without all the delays, obstacles, confusion, etc. So if you follow those instructions, you can be certain you won't dim your light. You dim your light whenever you limit yourself, or you listen to outside opinions about whatever it is you're doing. If you're trying to follow someone else's footsteps step by step, thinking that how they did something is going to work for you, you're basically just trying to be a copy of someone else. Everyone has their own unique path and blueprint and ways of achieving things. Even if they are very similar, the journey will not be the same. That being said, you're being guided to protect your energy so that you may be informed but not influenced, okay? Especially when it comes to outside opinions or intrusive thoughts. Remember that energy speaks louder than words. So just because someone's speaking kind words to you, giving you compliments, and smiling at you does not mean they have pure intentions towards you. You can feel the truth behind what they say, the smiles they give you, the compliments, by feeling how you feel when you are interacting. Okay, that will tell you everything. But not only in that aspect, energy speaks louder than words. Energy is contagious. Therefore, someone could pretend to be positive and doing all this healing work, etc., knowing the way, promising you success, etc., but yet they are not doing those things, and they actually have a crappy attitude, and they're not doing the work. And those attitudes that they have then become contagious to you. They could be consumed by fear, allowing fear to lead them, which will not be serving you in any kind of way. And you're being guided to fear nothing moving forward. Fear is not real. Fear is made up by the mind. You must be willing to unlearn fear. Don't listen to any fearful, intrusive thoughts. Don't listen to fear-mongering. Don't listen to negative opinions of others. What is going to serve you best is tuning in to your intuition, listening to your soul. Your soul knows best. Your soul knows the way. Choose love and faith over fear. And keep in mind, not all gifts come in a box. Be willing to recognize your experiences as gifts, because you are being gifted a lesson that is granting you greater experience and knowledge that is needed for you to expand and grow moving forward. Something that you will need in the next phase of your journey, okay? And this whole process has been a gift because it has granted you greater peace. Also, you're being encouraged to close your eyes in order to see, okay? Because if you're hyperly focused on trying to find an answer, solution, etc., outwardly, you're going to be very lost and confused, because seeing is very deceiving. So close your eyes in order to see, because in all reality, you get what you give. And the proof is in the mirror, outside of you, all around you. Your very thoughts become things. Habitual thinking becomes materialized experiences in your reality. See, like frequency waves being sent out from you. So that being said, old ways won't open new doors. You must give out a new vibration, new thoughts to open up new doors. So you're being encouraged to be part of the solution by being the very change you wish to see in the world, which requires you to shift your mentality in order to experience your reality shift. And that is key. All right, I hope this resonates. Please leave a comment letting me know if this has helped you in any way.